This is the plaintiff, Tammy Williams. She says the defendant, her brother, borrowed her moped, took it to his girlfriend's in the middle of the night, and it was stolen. He gave her $20 towards it 3 years ago. She's tired of his lame excuses and wants her money, so she's suing for the $2,510.50 she's owed. This is the defendant, Brandett Williams Jr. He says his sister has some nerve suing him for the moped, considering she led him to believe it was stolen when in fact it was repossessed for non-payment. Now, 4 years later, she decides to sue him for it out of the blue because she had a fight with their mother? Pretty sneaky, sis. He's accused of moping around.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
And welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket, the plaintiff says the defendant, her brother, took her moped to his girlfriend's and it got stolen in the middle of the night. But he says the moped was repoed. And the real issue here involves their mother. It's the case of wheeling, dealing, and stealing.
Okay, Tammy Williams.
Yes.
You are suing your brother, Brandett Edward Williams Jr., for $2,510.50. The value of a moped that you loaned him that got stolen, plus $300 for mental anguish.
Yes.
Talk to me. What happened?
Well, about April 2007, I loaned him my moped to go to work and home.
Why to go to work and home?
Well, just, that's it. I was being nice.
Yeah, but why?
Because his license, I believe, was kind of like on a work permit type.
Why?
So, for DUI.
Ah, so your brother gets convicted of DUI and you loan him your moped.
Yes. But I gave him
when was
the
it?
moped.
Did you have a DUI?
That was in 1997.
97, okay. So why were you borrowing your sister's moped?
To get back and forth to work.
Why?
Because I didn't have a car at that time.
Okay, and then what happened?
Well, I get a call about 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm at home. And he says, Tammy, he says, the moped got stolen. He says the police, he said, I'm called the police. So I did get on the phone with the police and they maybe asked me a few questions, but all in all, I said, man, you gotta pay me for my scooter. So I've asked him for the money several times.
This happened when, in 2007?
May 2007.
May what?
May 7th.
That's the day it was stolen, May 7th, 2007?
Yes, ma'am.
Out of curiosity, why does it take so long for you to end up in court suing him? Something must have happened recently.
Oh, well, yeah, well, it's a lot been going on. I had asked him on several times for the money. Now, this time I asked him, I was at my mom's house, we were both there. He was locked up in the room with mom. So I said, I'll wait this time because I want to do it right. You know, I could ask you all day long, you'll tell me I ain't got no money, that's all you say. You still
Has he ever paid you anything?
Yes, he gave me $20. I have a witness
When did he give you $20?
I don't have the exact.
Did you pay her $20?
Nope.
You never paid her $20? In your answer to the complaint, you say you paid her once to get her off your back.
I gave her $20 one time.
I just asked that. Did you pay her $20? Nope. And then I said, here's you. Nope. Here's me. But you said you did. Here's you. I gave her $20. I mean, you know you're under oath, right? You're supposed to tell the truth from the beginning to the end?
I gave her $20 one time, Your Honor.
When?
I don't really remember when. It was 2007.
What day did you file this case?
April the 20.
Okay, let me just see proof of that. All right, so all these years pass, and your sister's asking you to pay?
Yes, and I have.
And you're saying to her what?
I have a written statement from my mother regarding the moped.
Okay, but what are you saying to your sister when she's asking you to pay?
She ain't never asked me no more. She told us not. She told me and my mother outside on the back porch, I'm not worried about the moped. But then my aunt said people been calling our house for the moped that had been repoed. So maybe it got repoed.
So maybe it got repoed. Well, did it or didn't it? If that's your defense, that's a good defense. Now you got to prove it.
Okay.
Are you able to prove that?
No, but I got a written statement from my mother.
Statement from your mama?
Yes, I got a police report.
Right. Well, the police report just says, hey, the moped got stolen. It doesn't tell us anything. Back in 2007 was the last time I've heard anything about the moped. There was an altercation in my house last month between the plaintiff and the defendant. The defendant was telling the plaintiff she needed to get a job so she could assist with the bills in the house. And it was not fair that she stayed here for free without giving me anything towards the bill. In all honesty, I believe that's why she's now suing. And I believe that 100% too.
That's the only reason, because I never heard about this anymore.
Now the question is, does it matter? Okay? The issue is it she, and you asked this in your own words in the answer to the complaint, isn't there a statute of limitations or something? The answer is yes, and she made it. The statute of limitations 4 years, and she made it. Okay? So, yeah, now that issue's out of the way. Now we just have this. She loans you a moped, it gets stolen in your possession. Now, if in fact it got repossessed, and you can prove it got repossessed, I'm with you. But you'd have to be able to prove it was repossessed.
So where's the bill of sales at if she said she paid for it?
Did you finance it or did you pay for it?
I financed it.
Okay,
So, I mean,
and
it
so
got
do you have the
repoed.
paperwork from financing it?
Yes.
Okay, did it get repossessed?
It wasn't repoed. I know that. It just
How do you
got
know?
stolen.
Did you ever get any documentation, anything from anybody, any notice, anything?
No.
You claim that your auntie says that they were calling all the time, that she was behind on payments. Okay, you have any proof of that?
No, man, that's from my aunt.
She
Okay.
she doesn't want to be involved
She'll-
in it because she says they're wrong. She doesn't want to be involved in it. She said
Because she
they're
says
wrong.
what?
She
They're-
says it's a
they're
family
wrong.
matter. That's
If
what she
it-
said.
And
What's
Mama-
going on in your family?
Well,
She's living there with my mom for free, not paying any
And he
bills
has
there.
done
My
it
mom
too.
is
Feel,
stuffing
and
it.
what, you're jealous?
and he has
No,
done
my
it
mom
too.
telling me about she's tired of it. She won't move out. She come to the home drunk all the time. Then the police came that same night. She said that. The police came to my mom's house that night. After that, my mom called the police on her to put her out. But the police said no. You can't put out because she's been staying there over 30 days.
Well, no,
So
what
now
your
my
mother has to do is evict her.
Yeah, now my mother says she's going down to get an eviction notice because she's tired of this. Nobody's helping her with no bills. And me and my mother in the back room talking. We weren't even talking about her or anything.
Oh, of course you were.
So when we came back out, we were talking about the Young and the Restless, the stories, because me and her look at it. That's what we was talking about.
Is that one of the ones that got canceled or no?
No.
No?
No. So when I went out to the hallway, she come out, bum rushed me and said, I want my $2,000 for my scooter. Just like that. And I said, I don't owe you that because you said that it was material things. That's what you said, and it doesn't matter. And that's what my mother wrote you
Court's
that
in
letter.
recess.
All rise. Need that.
Okay. Would you ever loan somebody a moped whose driver's license got suspended because they got a DUI?
If they got a DUI, they must not be that responsible, so I want to loan them anything.
Okay, but I guess you could say, hey, how much damage is the guy going to do on a moped?
No, it's actually negligent entrustment, so no, she purposely, is at fault for
I like negligent entrustment. That's fancy schmancy going inside the courtroom.
Okay. I want to understand, just because I'm curious, are you actually living in the home of your mother still and you won't get out?
Let me.
Is that a yes or no?
Oh,
It's simple.
It's not. I won't get out.
Well, you're still living in the home of your mother. She apparently wants you out. Is he lying about that? Or?
She was supposed to evict me, right?
I know, but you
But
still,
yeah,
okay.
I will get out.
Well, why don't you just get out? If she wants, your own mom wants you out, why don't you just get
I
out?
can't wait to get out of there.
You can't wait to get rid of them.
I'm getting. When you get out, you wanna. My daughter's waiting on me. I have a job waiting on me in Houston, Texas. Mama cleans his store up. He was calling her on the phone right when we were in recess, calling his mom.
Why is your mom? Why do you think?
She loves him more. It's just as simple as that. I do everything I can, but I stay away because those two are like neck and neck, and they call me Lil Buster. That's my dad's name. Maybe I'm too much like him. And let me tell you something. My mom and him has a problem. They don't like me. I don't have a
Maybe
problem
you need
with
to
it.
start watching The Young and the Restless.
I heard that. But hey,
The moped didn't get repossessed.
I know that.
She still owes on it, but the moped didn't
Your
get
Honor.
repossessed.
Your Honor.
Did you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Your
Moped
Honor.
didn't stop. The moped didn't get repossessed. So now where are we? Now you borrowed a moped, it got stolen under your care and custody, and what the law says is that when you borrow something, there's an implicit contract between you and the person you borrowed it from that you will return it in the same condition in which it was loaned to you. That means if I turn around and I borrow Douglas's car and I take it to do whatever my business is, it gets stolen, I can't look at him and say, oh, tough for you, that's a bad break for you, pal, and move on. Because I borrowed it from him. Even if it feels bad because I didn't steal it, right? And I had some bad luck, but it's my bad luck, not his bad luck. Okay? She's within the statute of limitations. The statute of limitations is 4 years. And she filed in April, and the event happened in May. So she's within the 4 years. The question then becomes, what is the appropriate value for the moped? You are assessing the value at $2,210.50 because what?
Because that's what I have on my paperwork.
That you bought it at back in whenever?
Yes, I have pain and suffering in there. There's
no pain and suffering on a theft of it.
They put me through all of this.
That's
my
fine,
mom
but
beat me up.
oh my gosh, if every family member would be able to go to court, just claim pain and suffering against the family members that make them suffer and go through pain, do you have any idea? We would never have time for real cases, okay? So now, I am going to assess the value of the moped based on what I know you would get for it today, and then trying to account for what you paid for it, and placing the mark in the middle of when it got stolen. I am going to assess the value at $1,700, which is just about what you owe the bank. Okay?
Thank you.
That's my verdict. Pay her.
Well, the defendant's first out of the courtroom after this verdict. Come on in here. What's going through your mind after you hear that?
Nothing. I mean, I had it. She let me hold it, and I deserved it. Well, the verdict was right. And,
were you surprised when the judge came back and told you that it was not repossessed?
Yes, I was surprised.
Because that was your story all along. Why can't you get along with your sister?
Me and her just don't get along. We know we'll get along.
Why not?
I don't want to have nothing. I don't want to have nothing to do with her.
Why?
Because the way she do my mother.
Really?
So she says she's gonna move out soon as possible. That's it.
Okay. All right. Head right down this way. All right. So come on in here. A brother and a sister in court. That's unfortunate to look at.
You don't want to look at stuff like that. But what it is what it is. And I'm glad it's over with.
You know, you can't get along with your mom. How come? Or what is it he's talking about?
It's just of who I am. I'm a good person, and she always has to clean up behind him. She got to get him out of jail and everything else. So, hey, I don't go those places. They came to the house.
Would you like a family with a normal mom and a normal brother?
I have godparents, so I love them.
All right. Harvey?
Okay, Kurt, FYI, the statute of limitations here is 4 years, but it varies from state to state.